welcome back to Show Me Your Geek, where we talk all things in the geek culture, one topic at a time, bringing our community together. And today we are going to be talking with our beautiful friend Imani. And real quick, we will go ahead and introduce our hosts,
Darrell Miller
and Maria Lizz. So thank you all for coming back, I should say. And I guess we're just going to hop right on in. So, Darrell, do you want to go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's go. So, Imani, introduce yourself, and what do you like? And what do you do?
Yes. Okay. So my name is Imani Peters. I'm a game designer. I'm also the CEO of Alethea Studios. We're a multimedia creative agency providing games and app development and graphic design services and animation services to clients. And then I'm also developing my very own game titled Chef Nia.
That's dope. So what got you into creating video games?
Yeah, so I've been into gaming from a very young age. My dad used to fix up these broken laptops and give them to me as a kid. So me and my siblings from a young age were just on the computer. And it really wasn't until my mom she found out about this app called Starfall, and it was like an educational game. And that's kind of what introed me into the world of gaming. And then, through school, and I found my own games, and I've just been that way ever since. Yeah.
Okay, so how did you meet? So your team, how many is a part of your team, and how did y'all meet?
Yeah, so I would say, this all started, the journey to create my own studio all started my senior year. And it's been a thing for me for the longest time to have my own studio, have my own business, be a game designer. And I, was able to go to college and graduate and get my bachelor's in game design and development. But it really wasn't until my senior year that I had this idea, that I actually had the opportunity to create my own game. So for senior year, you have your capstone, it's your final project, and they say this is your, you got to make it good. And so I was just okay, what can I do, that I wanted to leave college with a bang, honestly. And I think I accomplished it. I think I accomplished that. So I ended up coming up with this idea to create a cooking rhythm game, which is two mechanics you don't really see together often at all. And I pitched this idea to my class. I think it was November of 2024, fall of 2024. I pitched it to my class. I hosted call-out meetings telling everybody about this game idea that I have, and to my surprise, more than 20 people were interested in this, and they wanted to help me develop it and make it come to life.
Wow.
So then January, it's the last semester of my college career. I'm out with this team, 20 people. Some people are taking this class for college credit. So there's a lot of pressure on me.
I bet.
Because now this game has to be good, or else I'm responsible for them. And it's a big thing. The whole school is all the teachers are just we've never had this big of a group before. And so, but we were able to do it. And so I set out with this team, some of them people that I knew, some of the people that were just purely just interested in the game concept. And at the end, we were able to develop a trailer. We were able to develop a game demo, and it's on Steam right now and can be wishlisted. And we won the Best Game Capstone Award.
Congrats!
Thank you.
That's awesome. I love that.
Thank you. And then we also were able to put it apply for the Collegiate Games Challenge, and it's an event that's hosted by IGN. And so our trailer actually appeared on IGN as well.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it was amazing. So since then, I've been rocking out with them, and then I've also met other people under the agency that I've just simply shared on my Instagram, shared on LinkedIn. That I have, my studio that's coming up, and again, people just hear about it, word of mouth, and people apply.
That's amazing. What was the game that this game is I want to do something like this, or what was the game that inspired you to create your own game?
Yeah, okay, so I would say Night in the Woods. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard about it before.
I'm not familiar with that, no.
Okay, so it's this indie game. It follows the life of this college dropout who, is going back to their old town, and they discover that things are different, and then there's also a mystery, kind of a horror element that's kind of going on. And for me, I personally like shooters. I like
Yeah.
Fortnite. I like Halo.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
I like to just shoot things.
Right,
you
right.
know?
I'm with you on that.
Right. So that was my first time, one of my first times playing like an indie game. And I was just like, oh wait, this is actually like interesting.
Yeah.
Like they can like add story to this. It's relatable.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I've never seen, again, like I'm used to playing Halo and just shooting things and then logging off. So
Right.
to be a part of a game that takes you through like this character's life, and then you gotta make friends, and then you get to choose your dialogue, I was like, okay, this is actually interesting.
Right.
And I could see myself making like a narrative game sort of like this. And so that's ultimately what inspired my game Chef Nia, trying to make this narrative of this girl that, like, you know, goes through a lot of struggle, but then she overcomes in the end. And yeah, there's a lot to it. Yeah.
Okay. So what inspired, like, Chef Nia, right? So was you like in the kitchen one time? You thought of like, you know what? I love eating.
Yeah, right.
I love cooking. So I make a game like that.
Right.
Was that your
I would
inspiration?
say, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it's a combination like of a lot of things. So one of the things that, so I used to always work in the food service industry. Yeah, that was like my part-time job all throughout high school and college. So that's an environment that I'm really used to. And then also at home, I'm also the oldest of my three siblings.
Yes.
And I just like to cook. I like to cook for my family, and it's enjoyable, it's fun, and mainly because I get to cook whatever I want to eat, whatever I'm craving, you know, so they can just have what I'm having. But so that's what inspired it. It's something that I'm good at. I know how to do it. And when you make a game, and when you make a game, you have to be knowledgeable about the type of game that you're creating.
Right.
So if you're going to make a game about space, you know, or you're going to make, there has to be a fun element to the game that you're creating. So for me, since cooking is something that, you know, I knew and something that was fun for me, I was like, okay, like I should just make this game about cooking. I already know, you know, I don't have to, you know, study up on like astrophysics to make this game.
Right.
So, but then what I found when I was researching cooking games is that there's not a lot of cooking games that are very immersive, that make you feel as if you're cooking. There's only a few, and like that's one of them is like Cooking Simulator. It's a very in-depth, you know, and takes you through. So it's very in-depth. Another one is Cooking Mama.
Okay.
Yeah, Cooking Mama on Nintendo. But those games for me, like, you know, I want to feel as though I'm cooking, but I also want to be able to cook a lot of different recipes as well, you know? So there's also other games like Papa's Pizzeria. I don't know if you guys ever heard of. Yeah, where you're just cooking pizza. It's fun, but then it's just like limited to like one dish, you know? So I was looking for something that's, you know, you're able to cook multiple dishes. It feels realistic, but then it's also like a little bit different as well. It's not that I just like click, you know, gather there. Like if you ever play Breath of the Wild, or if you've seen the gameplay, it's kind of like you just gather the ingredients and then it automatically
cooks it.
Right. I don't really like. Yeah, exactly. So that's not really cooking to me.
Right.
You know?
I think I've been. Oh no, there I am. I thought I was muted.
Oh, okay, there you go. I know we're all having mic issues, but yeah. So that's what So all of those combined, I was like, okay, well, how can I make this fun? How can I make this new? And that's when I decided to add music to it, which is another one of my hobbies. You know, I like to sing with my siblings and just like, you know, listen to music. It's just very relaxing to me, and so I just thought to combine both of those things, and that's what became Chef Nia.
No, that's awesome.
I love it. I remember playing that game. Was it Comic-Con or PopCon that we saw you at?
Oh yes, you did. Yeah, it was PopCon.
PopCon.
Yeah.
And it was a fun game. Like I really enjoyed playing it.
Thank you.
So that was definitely fun. I like that you said you had the different elements of the game, but for something that was, I think someone could sit down and be like, oh, it's a simple game, but it's fun. And there are layers to it. So, you know, like you and I were talking in the previous episode, not everything has to be, you know, like top tier, you know, like detailed or like, you know, like I don't have to be 3D rendition, like sometimes it is the simpler, you know, aspect of things that actually make things easier to catch on, but then that makes it more fun because
Right.
you don't have to take 3 hours to go through a tutorial.
Yeah. Yeah.
In 2 minutes, I can
Mhm.
play the game
Yeah.
and
Right.
have fun and enjoy it, and it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
no, thank you.
It
Yeah.
kind of teaches you too from when we was playing that PopCon. Like you get to learn different dishes, little ingredients, and
Yes,
immerse
yeah.
you into it. And like, I could probably really make this if I could, grab the ingredients.
Yeah,
So
and
I liked
I
about
even
it.
have like a video that's I'm like trying to edit it right now where I actually recreate the dish that I
Really?
created.
That'd be
I love
dope.
that.
No, I love
So,
that.
but it actually taught me because like when you actually do play the gameplay, and from what you played at PopCon, we've updated it so much.
Oh wow.
So when you actually hear it, like it's like kind of like a song. So it's like grab, plop, chop, chop, slide, and you gotta repeat it back. You gotta repeat it back. And then there's an ending at the end when you're assembling the dish because you're making bibimbap. That's the level that we have out right now. It's a Korean dish.
Okay.
It
I
has
love
like
bibimbap.
rice. But, okay, so you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. And then so at the
Now I'm
end, right? At the end, the dad is saying, meat, zucchini, carrot, mushroom, spinach, bean sprout, egg. And then when I was making the video to recreate the dish, I was like, okay, what's next? And then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, meat, zucchini, carrot,
Bean sprout and egg.
yeah, exactly. So it actually did like it does teach you, and it gives you a way to remember, like, you're able to create these dishes in real life.
No, that's dope. I think
Yeah.
every parent will want the kids, or even for them that wants to learn how to cook, that would be a great game to learn and to play. And it gets stuck in your head so you know what to do exactly just by the song.
Yeah.
And then the game of it, how it looks amazing and stuff. So I think it was a brilliant of y'all creating that.
Well, if I remember the game correctly, right, like you had to like put everything, like you blocked a table and then you had to like put things. So there is some strategy to the game too.
Well, that one is actually our other game.
Oh,
that we
was the
play
other one.
together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're all cooking themed.
Yeah.
And so the first one that we planned to release, I don't think we had it on the TV during Pop-Up when you were playing. But I think Darrell has seen it, but it's more following the life. It kind of explains why Chef Nia, our main character, loves to cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so her parents are teaching you how to cook these different dishes. She's inspired. She sees their like scrapbook, their family scrapbook, and sees all their travels, and like, oh, like I want to try that dish from that place, and that's kind of how she wants to cook. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what was like some of like the difficulties of like creating your game, or as someone who's creating the game to people that's watching right now? What is certain things
challenges?
Challenges you had like building the game? Was it like the team aspect? Was it the structuring the mechanics rules? Was it the art style? What was certain like roadblocks you had along the way creating the game?
Yeah, I would say the mechanics was definitely high up there because as a game designer, I'm trying to create something that's fun for players.
Right.
And so
you okay?
Yeah. So I'm trying to create something that's fun for players, and the thing is that a rhythm cooking game hasn't been done before. I'm trying to so I have to, one of the things when you go to create a game is that you got to look at your competition and see what's out there. And there's nothing really out there in the way that we've done it. So it's just, it took a lot of research, trying to take elements of this game and then trying to take elements of that game and combining it together. And then we do a build and it's just like, that's not really that fun. So let's try again and do this mechanic and see if that works. And so finally we've landed on something that combines cooking, that combines rhythm, that's also modular as well, because that's a big part of creating this game, is making sure that what you're building can be scalable, that you can add more recipes to it, and it's not taking like a year to develop like one recipe.
Right.
So just figuring out a system, I think, was one of the biggest challenges. And then also just for me, from a project manager standpoint, also at the beginning, especially like managing such a large team, I would say that was challenging.
So even with that, like when you think of other games, are your mindset to be like completely different from these other games, or is it like, or how can I put this? When did you know like this game right here like is the one compared to your other ideas?
Oh.
What was the process like? This is the game compared to your other
Yeah,
ideas.
that's a good question. I feel like from the begin, I would say like even starting from when I pitched it to people and people actually were interested enough to actually devote their time to help me out with this, I was like, whoa, okay, this must be a really, really good idea. And then showing it off at different events and just getting feedback from players, they like the RPG, they really want to see it come to life. They like this mechanic, and just getting feedback and also just pitching it to other people as well. So not only attending conferences, but I also, one of the things that I did is that I attended a business, like a pitch competition.
Yes.
And so they didn't even understand really the world of games or at all.
Yeah.
But it was still good to pitch it in front of them, and they were so excited about Chef Nia. They're like, "Oh my God, this could be like a cartoon.
Yeah.
You can make a recipe book. Like you could do this, you could do that, make it for VR." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, we can."
Right.
Yeah.
It definitely got marketing potential.
Right. Yeah. So I think just hearing feedback from everybody and just like how excited everybody is to see this come to life, it just makes me feel like, okay, yeah, this is like I'm onto something here, and I definitely want to see it all the way through and have it in the app stores. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Got a question? Liz?
I was just listening.
You so did you do like a physical like prototype first, or did you go straight into, or did you and your team just go straight into like developing digitally or wherever?
Okay, that's a good question. So we did do a physical prototype.
Yeah.
And technically it was me. So during winter break, before we had started like any development, I was just working with a small set of people who said like, okay, like they can also help over winter break. And I was like, okay, like I had to think of like, okay, how is this cooking rhythm game actually going to come to life? Because I don't know, like I'm the game designer,
Right.
So I literally got a knife from my kitchen and then I got like a bowl, and I actually have footage of when I did this back in December, just getting a bowl, like, okay, like chop, like, and I'm and I'm moving the bowl, okay, flip the burger, and I'm like trying to make, I'm trying to make something. I'm just like, okay, like this could be done. Yeah, we could do something like this, you know? So yeah, it does start with a physical prototype. Yeah, I would say that's the physical prototype, just me singing and trying to fake cook something at the same time. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, what all comes into developing this game? So you got like your music, you got voice acting, right? And of course, into your game, you got like the UIs and things like that. What took the most time of developing the game, as in, to create a demo or so? What was like the longest
area?
Yeah, area.
I might say music, and then also just like the programming again, like finding, because it's like game design and then also programming is just like, you can do both at the same time, but for me, like I focus on game design, and then I have my developer that implements the ideas that I that I have. And so I have to like make sure that I document everything, and then if we try out an idea and it's not working, then I have to go back to the drawing board and figure out like, okay, like how this can be fun. So that's like an area of development that takes a lot of time. And then I would also say the music as well, figuring out a good sound for how these things are. Because that's actually one of the biggest draws to the game, is that the songs that you actually play to mimic the culture, or is like it's inspired by the culture that the dish is from. So like for bibimbap, we wanted to go, we were kind of exploring like, okay, how can a dish sound like, how can the song be like bibimbap, So I actually did meet with somebody that was Korean, and I had them actually explain like, okay, like how what does bibimbap mean to you? And he said like family, and like it's like warmth and like friendly, so I'm like trying to like see like, okay, how we can
incorporate that
into the music. And so my brother actually does the music.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so he we ended up going for more of like a K-pop sound
Yeah.
that was more like, like poppy and just fun to listen to. So that's the first song. And then we have another song that we created for Jamaican beef patty. And so we did like a reggae song for that one.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So that
Putting real culture in
right,
there.
exactly. Yeah, that's what we're trying to like, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be like kind of educational as well.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Mhm.
That's a genius. And I didn't even think for food to be like that, like so
Yeah.
branded, but
Mhm.
educational. It's so smart. Oh, how can I put this?
Yeah.
Because it's just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I do like that you have the music that goes with the culture of the dish because it's very immersive in that way.
Right. Yeah.
So like you're playing the game and you're getting to use these ingredients, right, that you probably aren't even thinking about because you probably don't use them in your own home unless you're someone who is worldly or just goes to a lot of different restaurants or something like that. But even then you're just eating it. You're not probably cooking with it, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And so that's fun in that aspect because you're like, wait, what are these bean sprouts? You know, that's
exactly.
what I've been eating.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what they were called. Or other things that go into the dishes, and then now you have this different music that, unless again you have a very eclectic music taste, you're probably not
listening
to these things.
Yeah.
So, like I love K-pop, so
okay, yes.
there's really not a lot of music I don't listen to. So,
Okay, yeah.
but yeah, K-pop is on my phone probably more than anything else. But so I was waiting for you. I was like, you better say K-pop. I don't know anything else that would be Korean, but we're gonna see what she has up with.
Yes.
I was just sitting here like, what's she gonna say? But no, I do love that because it just adds to the flavor,
Right.
pun intended, of what you are putting in the game, and it, I think that's important when you're, adding those different,
dishes.
seasonings to what you're making.
Thank you.
I told you I talk with my hands just
I
as
know,
much as you
I
do.
know.
I keep hitting the microphone.
I'm like trying to make sure the mic is close.
I know. I was trying not to crack up when he was standing up there. I was like, don't look at him. Don't look at him because I will bust out laughing.
Oh my gosh. But no, thank you. And then like the other part to it, like even on the development side, it's been like so eye-opening to like research these dishes and actually see like, whoa, okay, like that's how you make this dish, and wait, this dish is actually similar to this dish's culture, like Jamaican beef patty. It looks like empanadas.
Yes.
So I'm like, whoa, like, and it's kind of made similarly. So there's a lot of research, like even on the development side, like we're having to actually immerse ourselves and learn these different cultures and how these dishes are made. Like our programmer will always joke, like, Imani, like, I don't know how to cook, so please, like, tell me, like, how, make sure that this looks right, like, the way that I'm programming it. But it's like everybody's learning at the same time, so it's cool.
It is fun. I love to cook, so I don't do it often because I get tired and lazy by the time I get home, whatever. But when I do, I love to cook.
Yeah.
And it is very interesting when you see the different cultures, and I'm not talking just from like Caribbean, right? Because like it makes sense that things would be very similar and crossover.
Yeah.
But when you look at like Indian food versus Caribbean food, and you see things that are very similar, ingredients that are very similar, and that's a whole world apart, and you're like,
yeah, how is
what?
that happening? Yeah,
what's going on here?
Yeah,
It's like, okay, well, all right, back to what I was doing. But it's very interesting when you are making different dishes that are from all over, and there are so many things that are very similar, and it's just like,
it
goodness.
overlaps.
It's very overlapping.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, it's very interesting because the flavors are so different. So then when you get down into like actually making it, you're like, hold on a second.
Right.
Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, and it's like it's very like. I wasn't expecting Chef Nia to be so deep. Like I honestly like was just trying to create like a fun game that did have like a a deep storyline, something that was relatable. But like as I'm making this, I'm realizing like, oh my gosh, like this actually has the potential to almost like unify people and like get people to kind of understand, like just to bridge the gaps between
Well, food
different
and music
cultures.
will do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like the universal language. I think.
So what was like some creative strategies you wanted to use while promoting this your game and your team's game? Like what was some things like, oh, what we can do to promote this, to get this out there so people can support? Because I know y'all started a Kickstarter that's up right now, and so you could just talk about that too so people can support.
Yeah, so I'll answer your first question. So some of the ways that we've tried to promote, like obviously like going to different cons and showing it off, but like on the social media side, like if you do follow the account, like you'll probably see me dress up as Chef Nia.
That's good.
So, or if you do see me at different cons, you'll probably see me dress up as Chef Nia to just promote that more. And then we have lots of videos on YouTube that the team who's made some of the team that has made the RPG, our RPG demo, they talk about their process that went into creating that. So it's been like a whole like wild ride. I think that was from January 2025 that we started our first development, and now it's 2026. It's been almost like a year and a half, and we have now not only the RPG, but we have Rising Star, which I had just talked about, and then our other games are board game or more strategy game. So yeah, I'll lead that into the Kickstarter as well. So so it's live right now. We got 9 days left, and we're still far from our goal. So any support helps. You can go look it up at Chef Nia just type in on Google Chef Nia Kickstarter, or you can go to chefnia.com and click one of the tabs that says support our Kickstarter. And you can find out more details about Chef Nia Rising Star, our first game that will release on Apple, on Android, and then also on Steam as well. And there's lots of rewards that you can get, from postcards to wallpaper for backing, and you can pre-order the game right then. And then we also have RPG. Our RPG will be able to create an updated RPG demo with the funds, and then also publish our board game as well. So
awesome.
That's awesome.
Definitely support.
Absolutely.
She's amazing. Her team is amazing. Definitely support this game. You definitely want your kids to get involved with and play and try it. More indie game creators need all the support we can, so it's not just the big league gamers, creator developers, but yes, support all. Wow. What about you, Ray?
No, I think that's exciting. My oldest son actually is at IU for game design and music composition.
Okay,
So he can
Indianapolis
do both.
or Bloomington?
At Bloomington.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah,
that's
so he can both game design but also compose music for the game. So yeah,
okay,
so
I might have to connect.
Yeah, I know, right?
We'll need another music person to join.
Yeah, he would love it. He would love that so much. So but so I love hearing your story because it obviously hits close to home for me, but well, for him, but yeah. So it's fun to see other people succeeding, and just to be able to support that in any way. Obviously, I will. I feel like it's important that we do what we can for others, because that's the only way to succeed ourselves. So
thank you.
But no, I love that. Like I said, seeing one of your games at PopCon, and it was so fun.
You guys had so much fun.
Yeah, well, like a little kid. Like, get out of my table.
I love that you guys were enjoying it so much.
It was like aggressive, even though it wasn't supposed to be. But anytime you put me and any of my friends together, we'll make it more than it was meant to be. So,
any other conventions you and your team plan on spreading the word?
So I just went to Gen Con.
Okay.
Oh, you were at Gen Con?
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, the whole 4 days I was there, I think I made it like down 3 aisles of vendor hall.
I was only there Sunday.
Like 3,000 to like maybe 2,700. I didn't make it the rest of the way down.
It's so like overstimulating. This is my second year going, but I was there Friday and Saturday. But I wasn't I didn't have like a booth or anything, just walking around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just walking around and, just handing out my business card for these studios.
Fair enough, yeah.
So that was really nice. And then GDEX is another conference that I'm planning to go to. I've never been to that one before, but it's like a Midwest. I think it's in Ohio.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
It's called GDEX?
Yeah, GDEX. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I've been, was it Columbus?
Yeah, Columbus,
Yeah,
Ohio.
I
Yeah.
actually was there. I think last year. Me and my brother. I think we performed there last
Oh,
year.
really? Okay.
Yeah, we
Was it?
rapped there
was
last
it
year. I think
good?
I got a video. It's nice. I like it. I
Okay.
think it's at the hotel
Mm-hmm.
where we was at, nice area and stuff like that. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think you enjoy.
Okay.
So is
that's
it conference
cool.
or convention?
It's a. I think it's a
Convention.
Yeah,
Okay, so
convention.
it's-
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, convention.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be going there. I think that's in October. So I'll have a booth there.
Okay.
And
great.
then I always try to go to GDC as well. That's a big like gaming conference that happens every year
Mhm.
in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another big one that probably see us at. And then yeah, I think that's mainly it. And then Unreal Fest as well. Our game is built in Unreal Engine.
Yes.
So that's also a unique draw because if
Yeah.
you're like in that gaming world, you know Unreal is kind of more used for games that are more realistic.
Right.
So it's not common to see a cozy game on
or Unreal Engine.
developed
Yeah,
in
right. It's
Unreal
like, what the heck?
I know, right? But it can be done,
Yeah.
and so I think there's some novelty there that if I can just continue to market the game, I'm sure people will be interested in how we made it in Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's actually kind of a fun story to be able to tell people. Like,
Yeah.
well, actually,
Yeah.
I beg to differ. But we can
Yeah.
Exactly.
we actually started here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I just love the engine because it's also like more visually oriented. Because how I got my start in games is that like I'm an artist first, so I like to do digital art.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I got my start. But with other game engines, they're like more like programming focused, and it's just like a whole nother.
Yeah, the
like,
code.
It just like it's
Don't
just too
speak
much.
code.
Right. No coding.
It's
I
just-
haven't had to do code since MySpace.
Facts. You feel me? Then that was easy back then. You could just copy and paste.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! It's just too much. I understand it. I have to understand it as a game
Yeah.
designer, so
Yeah.
I don't, give
Get
my
lost.
developer hell. Like he's
Yeah.
not like Imani. Like what is it? I can't make this.
Right.
Yeah, so I have to understand it, but I just to actually putting it in, leave
Fair
that
enough.
to the programmers.
Yeah,
But
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why you delegate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah. I stick to what I'm good at.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, I would say that's the that's the engine that we use, and so try to market
That's
it more.
really cool. That's actually, like you said, very novel, and
Mhm.
it's such a great story to be able to tell. Like when
Mhm.
you're in your AAA studio a few
I
years down the
know.
lane.
And also, your company helps other games as well. Is
Mhm.
there any other games beside your game that you're currently working on, or you got some companies in talks or stuff like that?
Yes. Okay, so we just had the business launch party.
Okay.
That was 3 weeks ago, and so
Congrats.
thank you. So since then, I've been marketing. It's out there. People can book Alethea Studios for game development services, apps, whatever creative thing you need.
Right.
And yeah, we've been getting some people. Yeah. So there's one that's in talks right now.
Yeah.
I might not be able to like say it, but it is a game. It is a
Yeah.
video game. It's a very big one.
Okay.
And it's multiplayer as well. And so that's something like new that I'm really like interested in diving into.
Yes.
So that's going to be really cool. So, yeah.
Super exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be really
Yeah.
cool. And then it's like some other, some people will reach out. I just had somebody reach out they needed art for a web page. So I was like, I have artists, that can help with that. So I think going back to what you said, Darrell, like that's been my mission. Like, Indiana doesn't really have that much jobs here for creatives.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it does not.
Yeah, there isn't. And so like it's kind of my mission. Like once I noticed that while I was in college, I was just like, man, I have this amazing team. Like they're talented. Like what we built for Chef Nia in our free time is like nothing compared to like, what they could actually build if, they were
Right.
paid, to do
Had
it.
the projects.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly. So it's just like I just want to give like creatives a voice, give them opportunities to work with clients to like, because they're so passionate about what they do. But again, like we have to take up side jobs. We have to
Yeah.
do all these things, and we can't really focus on what we love.
Yeah.
And so I would just love to be that company where they like, they can work on their craft, they can get paid for it, and they can make awesome stuff. So
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely need more. And I definitely love what y'all doing, open up doors for people that might want to create a game or just be a voice actor or or put their music on a video game or stuff, and y'all open the doors for that. That's so inspiring because a lot of us, especially in indie, they get so down on they don't know where to put their creativity at. And where to go. And your company is creating that platform for them to go to, whether it is creating a game or just saying my voice over acting is the part of a game. Even if it's indie big or not, just to say I done that. That's so remarkable and needed, and we need more of that stuff like that. And then the companies that you're helping, they're gonna really help you out because your company is a part of their company when it gets big, that they can help your game no matter what explode and stuff, because it's always like a web. Y'all network a web, helping each other out, grow and stuff like that. So that's dope.
Thank you. I feel like that was probably the hardest part, is just like, like I know that, this exists. I'm hoping that there's like a market for it, and to finally see like, what I'm working on with you two. That it's gonna, like, there is a market for it. And just to hear people's stories that they're like so, passionate, like the person that, wants to make this game, they've been wanting to make this game for like 4 years, and they've had this idea, and they wanted somebody in Indiana to help make this come to life. And so I'm like, oh my God, like I want to help you. I want to help you. I want to help you. So it's just awesome to be on this end to like help people also make their dreams come to life as well.
How do y'all navigate when you have like a bunch of companies want to work with y'all to make their games, but I know you focus on creating your games. So how do you I don't want to say
like time manager.
How do you do that? Do you like do you have to stop doing what you're doing for them, or do you be like, how do you wiggle that in?
I know that's a good question. But that's okay. So I would say the first part is just, I have to be like insanely organized. So I have like drives for everybody's project, and so I have to be organized. My calendar, I make sure I put everything in my calendar and have my to-do list. But then the other part, now that I'm like have this Kickstarter, I have had to like juggle between both. And that's why this Kickstarter is so like important to like get funds, because I really do need another project manager, like intern. Like I want to bring somebody on that's an intern, because as I continue to get more clients, it's going to be hard for me to just manage that completely by myself. So yeah, that's definitely something that I'm looking towards, like right now, like short term, just getting an intern.
Help her fund the Kickstarter so she can get an intern, so she can do more dope games. Is what she's saying. So go support, please. I did it. So.
Yes, thank you. No. Yeah.
So are you focusing on I know you said you're going to a convention out in California, but is you mostly focusing on Midwest, or are you taking jobs from pretty much, or projects I should say, from anywhere right now?
I'm taking projects from anywhere. So it's just kind of like word of mouth right now. So the three that I have, two of the three that I have right now are just based in Indiana, but that third one was actually just somebody that I had a meeting with. I'm actually going to LA like next week. Actually, I know. But ever since I like started this studio, I've just been traveling to all these different conferences.
That's amazing.
And that's how you do it, right? By networking and
exactly.
just talking.
Exactly. That's all that it is.
Put yourself out there.
That's all that it is. And on LinkedIn, this lady reached out to me and said if I could attend this conference, but it was in California. So I was like, oh, that would be so nice. But like, I'm in Indiana, But then she said, oh, like, what if I, give you like a ticket? Like, I'll cover your ticket to come, the ticket for the conference. And so, that we were able to work that out. Then I was able to network and meet some of the other people that host the panel. And so now they're reaching out and they want, something for their website, so it's just all over. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
It makes it worth it. And that is all that matters.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So what advice would you give like upcoming gamers or people that want to start developing their own game and stuff? What a few advices can you give to those people?
I would say to start, I would say to start small, but also just like take time to think of the game that you want to create, something that's fun for you. How you create a game is making sure that you have a solid gameplay loop so that there's like a beginning and an end to your game. So figuring that out, what the beginning is, what the player's goal is very important. But then also figuring out like, okay, are you trying to just develop games for fun, or are you trying to like push it like how I'm doing, trying to push it commercially and, make a game for sale? Because those two things are very different. You can do it for fun and just, follow tutorials on YouTube or you can go to school like I did, and learn that way. But then trying to create a game and like put it on the App Store or like put it on Steam, it just requires so much different skill sets. So I would just really encourage you to learn as much as you can, learn about the art side of things, learn about programming, but then also know that you don't have to do all of those things yourself. You can team up with a buddy, you can team up with a group of people to make this come to life and focus on what you're good at.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can somebody approach, or what do they need to approach you to say, hey, I want to turn this to a game, maybe a physical copy, or maybe just an idea? What are things they need to have to approach you and your company and team to have for you to say yes to or even look at it?
Okay. Yeah, I would say just to have a solid, I think right now, like I'm definitely like I can, like my company like will provide game design, like game consulting services as well. So if you really don't have like a clue, like you just want to make a shooter, I will guide you through the process and definitely give you information on like how those typically are made, and then we can talk from there. But I would say it's just good to come with, especially if you want to create a game, definitely have your gameplay loop in mind. What is the player actually doing? Are they going to, if you want to make a farming game, okay, so what kind of crops do you want to have in your game? Just do as much research and fill out the game as much as possible, and then I will help you take it from there. Yeah.
Great. Coming with like basically a business plan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And figure out like and I have like a list of questions that I'll ask too, like what platforms do you want to release? Are you trying to release this on the app stores, or you want to just release this on Steam? What genre? Music, do you want voice acting? So yeah, there's a tons that goes into game development, and I'll definitely walk those through with you. Yeah.
That's great.
I love that.
That's great.
I love that.
Anything?
No, I think we're down to our last few minutes. Are there any closing thoughts you have?
I would say not really, but I appreciate. I can't really think of anything, but I just appreciate you guys like bringing me onto this podcast and just the work that you guys do as well. It's just fun to be like among nerds. It's just fun, and just to talk about games. It's my passion. So
we love it. Okay, well, fine. I'm gonna loop back to a couple of episodes that we've already done, which has been board games, video games, in general. So like, in general, especially since you just did Gen Con, then what are some of your favorite genres in games?
Ooh.
We're going to end out on some of your faves.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I would say the first-person shooter genre.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. You did talk about that.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just I can go in, shoot things, and it's actually relaxing to me as well.
Yeah, see, so you have your own cozy game.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Our cozy game. I'm not the only one. Okay, it's it's not just me.
Fortnite is relaxing to me.
Too, I with you on that.
Yeah, okay, see, but Overwatch, no. No, that's too much.
Yeah, too much.
So it's, there's a balance there. But so I would say my first person shooters, and then also I like role-playing games as well. So like Skyrim as well, like that. Yes, I love Skyrim. That one is relaxing. But the thing about Skyrim, I still haven't finished the entire game.
Me either. I don't. I'm trying.
I'm stuck because the dragons, they spawn every 5 minutes. So that's why
when you try to dodge them, they come to you. Look like, man, leave me alone.
I'm just walking the path. I'm trying to get to my next quest, and then the dragon spawn. I get honestly rage quit.
I haven't played Skyrim, but I've played Elder Scrolls. Girls, which I
No.
know
Oh,
is
okay.
the
You did-
spin-off, or one is a spin-off
Oh,
of the other. I can't remember which one now, but yeah.
Mhm.
So I
Gotta play
understand.
that. Yeah. So that's
But
another
all
game.
of those games, all of those open world MMOs, like I don't ever finish them because I'm like, oh, shiny thing to
Yeah,
pick.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
never really
Which I just
finished.
said I spent like 3 hours on one planet on No Man's Sky. So
Yeah.
like,
No Man's Sky is fun too. I got into
it's
that
such a
as well.
great-
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah, that one's fun.
So yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, how can they find you so they can support and follow
Your
and share?
socials.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to support the Kickstarter, again, just type in Chef Nia Kickstarter on Google or go over to chefnia.com. If you want to check out the services that we offer under Alethea Studios, you can go to aletheastudios.com. And then we're all over. We're on YouTube, Chef Nia or Alethea Studios, and then on Instagram as well. LinkedIn, Blue Sky, we're on everything. TikTok, so you can find us everywhere. Yeah.
Perfect. And we'll add the links to everything also on our
Okay, nice.
with
Yes.
this with this
Okay.
episode so that
Yes.
it's easier for people to find too.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
yeah,
Thank you.
We'll stick it out there.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description at the bottom.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. So
Great having you.
I know. I
Our
appreciate
first
it.
guest.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming
Our
on.
first
I
one.
know.
Yeah. Amazing. Made it easy for us.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
definitely. No, thanks for coming on. It was good to see you again.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, really excited to see how everything goes for you though, moving
Mhm.
Yes.
forward.
Thank
So,
you.
It's
I
gonna be
appreciate
big.
it.
Chef Nia, that's gonna be a big brand. I'm gonna see that on animation.
Thank you. I know.
I can tell you
I can't
right
wait to see
now,
people
y'all-
start
y'all
cosplaying
could-
Chef
Oh,
Nia.
Yes.
that's so cute. Oh my god.
Little
that would make
girls
my
around the
day.
world.
Oh
and
my
kids-
gosh.
Yes.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. Have your own little what's it called? Soundtracks and stuff
Oh,
from the
yes,
music.
I
from the
know.
game.
You could get you a creative spatula and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I know, an apron. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, like L&D glow up with the Yeah, Chef Nia,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. It's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yes, we'll make it happen if nothing else. So.
right.
All right. Well, I appreciate. Oh my gosh, why is my mouse being dumb? Oh, I should have done this while nobody was looking. Well, you know, am I ever prepared? No. So why would I be now? So,
Yeah.
anyways, again, thank you so much for coming on the show with us. We
Yes.
greatly appreciate it. It was absolute joy having you with us.
Thank you.
And for everybody watching and showing up today, thank you so much. Again, we'll have all the links to her socials for both the game as well as her studio. So it's easy for you guys. Just click and find the Kickstarter as well as finding her studio if you're interested in either. Absolutely. Go to that Kickstarter, even $1, $5, $10.
Yes,
Everything
anything
helps.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's with some rewards too. So.
Yes, you're going to get some prizes. Everybody wants
Yes.
prizes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Loot goblins unite.
Yes.
All right. For everyone else, thanks so much for showing up again. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. So thanks for watching this episode of Show Me Your Geek.
Yes.
If you enjoyed it, as always, make sure to comment, give us your feedback, let us know how much you love us, me especially. And of course, you can always find us at Show Me Your Geek on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as going out to I Am Beast Network app and showing some love out there also. So until next time, you guys, have a great, wonderful evening.
Yes.
Keep it geeking.
Stay geeked.
Influence.